Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Today we're going to talk about Attorney General Mike Hilgers filing a lawsuit against TikTok, basically saying that TikTok is a violation of Nebraska consumer protection laws. We do have this story available for you on our website. For more information, you can always head there. It's WOWT.com. Meanwhile, we're going to head over there right now. And now the idea behind the lawsuit is, again, the social media platform violates consumer protection laws here in the state. Here's Attorney General Hilgers detailing now why he filed that lawsuit. So let's take a listen in here real quick.
Looking at TikTok. TikTok, as you know, is one of the most popular social media platforms for young people today. We looked at them in part because we thought that we were very skeptical about the claims that they were making to Nebraskans and Nebraska parents. TikTok holds itself out as a safe platform. It tells people that it is a family-friendly platform. It tells people that it's safe and appropriate for people over the age of 12. It tells people that its restricted mode is effective. It has all sorts of claims that it makes to the public, and none of those claims are true. None of those claims are true. TikTok is not giving Nebraskans, especially Nebraska parents, truthful and accurate and honest information about how its platform works. We've seen from national publications like the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, do its own research as to the types of content that is being shown to Americans. We did our own investigation here in Nebraska. We've worked over the last almost 2 years on an investigation into TikTok, and let me just give you a flavor of the types of things that we saw, which I think is scandalous and alarming, and any parent in the state of Nebraska should be outraged. Our team set up a number of accounts. We set up accounts that were for 13-year-old, they were fake accounts. We set up accounts signing up as 13-year-old girls, a 13-year-old boy, 15, 17, all people underage, to see what it is that TikTok's algorithm would do in those types of contexts. And what we saw was alarming. Within minutes, the fastest we saw was 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 13-year-old girl or a 13-year-old girl account associated with a 13-year-old girl could sign up and see totally inappropriate content within not even 10 minutes. We saw things that supported or would drive positive thinking about body behavior, body composition issues. So things that really made things like anorexia and bulimia feel more attractive. That really gave people like body image issues. We saw videos regarding drug use. We saw highly inappropriate sexual content directed towards 13 to 14-year-old boys and girls. We saw videos that helped encourage suicidal thoughts, that made suicide and self-harm seem something that was positive and good and that would make someone feel better. There's no doubt that these types of videos drive depression, mental health issues, and they're harming Nebraska youth, and we saw it in our own investigation. Not only do we know from the data that we saw and the information that we saw that TikTok has ineffective controls, and what they're telling parents and what they're telling Nebraskans is not true, but we also have seen, as part of our investigation, internal documents and emails that show that TikTok knows. They know that their controls are ineffective, that they don't work, and that they show by their actions that they do not care. Because at the end of the day, for TikTok and companies like them, they make lots of money on being able to attract what they call their golden audience, young people under the age of 17, and get them addicted on their platforms. After what we saw, we knew we had to take action. Our team pulled together an outstanding complaint, was filed just this morning under our Consumer Protection and Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act. In that complaint, we are seeking, under that statute, we're able to obtain monetary penalties, and so we're seeking monetary penalties as well as injunctive relief. We've got a great team, and we're going to fight this to the end, and we're going to hold TikTok accountable for the harm that they are inflicting, the damage they are inflicting on Nebraskans, on our community, on our families, and in particular our children.
Oops, excuse me, I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. So basically, we just heard from AG Mike Hilgers talking about the TikTok lawsuit that Nebraska filed against TikTok today. We're on our website, wwt.com, and here, as you can see, we have the state of Nebraska versus TikTok, that filing right here for you. So I'll kind of leave this as a web extra, is what I was referring to. It's 79 pages long, so feel free to go through and just see what this lawsuit is alleging at this point. Now, as an interesting side note, the AG's office is accepting submissions related to underage users on TikTok. So if you want to share your experience, or if you know of an underage user, if you yourself are an underage user, you can contact the Consumer Affairs Response Team. That number is 402-471-2682. And I'll scroll down here on our web page again. I believe that's scrolling around. Okay, here we go. Here's that number for you, so you can kind of get a closer look. So I will pull up the full web page for you to kind of see that a little bit better. Yeah, so here's the Consumer Affairs Response Team number again, 402-471-2682. The AG's office is accepting submissions related to underage users on TikTok. So if you'd like to share your experience, or if you know someone who would like to share their experience, that is the number to call.